Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to Homebrew Detritus. I hope you enjoyed that 2-week stint of weird game and just 2 weeks without Matt, which was nice.
Listen,
He's back with style.
Yeah.
Combat went really swift in that game.
Matt, you look like you're about to go karaoke the thong song at a wedding somewhere.
He looks like he's about
so-
to try to solicit prostitution.
as soon as we, I gotta pay the bills, man.
No, he's not about to solicit prostitution. He is going to perform prostitution.
Mm-hmm.
Find himself a nice little cougar or
That's ancient.
G-MILF.
Whatever, y'all. Don't be hating on this shirt. It's awesome.
I mean, at your age, 20 years younger or older is still in the ball game, huh?
Yeah. I mean, 60 is the new 40.
I have never once in my life had the inclination or right to criticize anybody's shirts.
As the man with the pineapples.
I feel like that's good. That's a good choice.
Mahogany got me this shirt for my birthday. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey.
Anybody?
Oh, nice.
Anybody?
Yeah, the cool
What
thing
we do
about
in the
cotton
shadows.
is that back in 1847, a man invented cotton gin, which helped.
What?
Dude, were you drunk? What are you?
Colin Robinson?
Yeah.
That's what I was going for. No,
Yeah.
Definitely not. No.
You just sounded drunk for real.
Hey,
All right.
man,
It's
I'll
like
work on
sober drunk history.
Yeah.
sober. Yeah, never mind.
No, continue.
Please don't.
No, don't.
You
We're
go
over
on.
time
We're
limit.
really interested.
My doctor today asked me about this shirt. He had no idea what it was. And I said, it's about vampires living together in a flat. And he went, oh. Is it gory? I said, only for comedic effect. And he went, oh. Let's look inside your ear now.
Yeah. I'm bored with this conversation. Let's examine your insides.
You're an unhealthy adult that needs tubes in your ears like a newborn. Oh, okay. Thanks, Doc. See you in 3 weeks.
So no swimming for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I love swimming. But that's when all the problems first started. Swimming.
Schwamming.
No. I'm a little I had tubes in my ears when I was a kid, but to the point where I'm too young to remember it.
So weird because I just found out that was a thing this morning, and then now you're interesting. Like, not that but like that it just existed, having tubes in your ears.
Mhm.
Just found out about that this morning, and now all of a sudden it's the topic of conversation.
I've always known it
It's exciting.
existed mainly because of Mystery Science Theater. They use it as just like a stock kind of I'm a weenie joke. And I can't, don't hurt me. I've got tubes in my
All right,
I'll be the butt of all their jokes now. Yay.
hey.
But hey, now you'll have a butt.
Now I'll have a what?
Now you'll have a butt.
Oh.
Because, in reality, you just have a long back.
I'm well aware. So is anybody who's ever worked with me for more than a half a day, because I don't wear underwear, and that belt only does but so much. I've shown a lot of ass crack.
Well, you've shown as much as you could.
I remember when I first discovered. I always used to do 2X, and I got too big for a 2X to go down far enough, so I moved to a 3X because they're longer. Not just because my gut was bigger, but I needed that extra length. Then I discovered there's 2X long you can find.
2X.
So I bought they're 2X, but they're long for a longer torso. And I remember
Basically all I wear.
when I first got a shirt that was 2X long, I went and I told, this was when I was still working with Caroline, I was like, I got a 2X long. And she goes, end of a decades-old era, that ass crack of yours, then, huh? Because like, it's an open kitchen, man. People come here to see that thing. I was like, yeah, didn't last. One good wash, and boy, that ass crack was just showing again.
Oh.
At least you wash it.
Yeah, no, I'm a clean person. I'm very clean body, but it has to be because it's on display, you know. Something on the top shelf. It looks like I'm wearing one of those 80s, like I'm in that Nightmare on Elm Street. What's his Johnny Depp? It just leaves everything from the nips down.
Midriff tees, yeah.
So my company gives us work shirts, and there's nothing more like physically stretching than construction, aside from maybe gymnastics. And
Or just physically stretching. Gotcha.
Yeah, yes. But after the first wash, that 2X turned into a 1X.
Yeah.
So yeah, every time I'm like nailing something above my head, there's my happy trail hanging out.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
ladies want to know where you're working at these days, Franks.
No, they don't.
Where can they come catcall your ass? Ooh, look at that happy trail.
I see your cum channel.
You can tear down.
Don't say cum channel.
Oh, sorry. We can't say cum channel on the show.
You can, just not when I'm drinking.
It's actually it's cum gutters. Thank you.
Depends on your body type.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Mahogany, do
I
you
think of
approve of this
channels if you're like-
conversation?
Not at all.
Has it gone into a weird?
It's off the rails.
No.
We never got.
We
on
never
the
were
rails.
on the rails.
It's just like Sunday all over again. We're just not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, we have officially recorded 100 episodes of Raiders of the Lark now.
Woo.
Nice.
I believe.
If we remembered halfway through that it was episode 100.
I mean, it's not halfway through. It was a half hour in, but it wasn't halfway through because that
That's
would
true.
It should have been a halfway through, but yeah, we went long on that 100. It was a fun long episode. So check out Raiders of the Lark if you haven't, or stick around and listen to watch what we do here as we get back into to our baby campaign that's public for people.
Mid dungeon too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we missed a few weeks because Matt and his fucking family.
Yeah.
Your family sucks.
Family's
I like seeing
really
me.
family's really bought into my game time here, and I don't appreciate it.
You should probably have a conversation with them about their neediness.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or buy them all like Nintendo Switches. Just something.
Yeah, just stare at the screen and leave me alone.
Look, it
No,
works for me. That
No.
Tactics Ogre, it's a game that came out like 1995. It was remade for PSP. Now it's been remade again. I've been playing the shit out of that game like I'm 16. It's this will be the third or fourth time I've played it all the way through. It's so fun.
It's like what is that? Like a defense game? I've never played it.
No, for people who don't
Because-
play video games, I always say it's like a very advanced form of chess. You've got this as it's a turn-based tactical grid. It's basically the game we're playing here, but in video game form. As far as like dungeon crawls and stuff go, but it's just
Okay.
big battle maps, and you move each model, and then they move their models, and it's very, very nerdy. God, I enjoy it. Anybody else playing something new before we get into this?
I've been playing. It's not new, but I picked Divinity. Divinity
Original
up again.
Sin?
Yeah, the second one.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've been playing a little bit because that's fun. That game's fun.
Yeah, that
Did their
game.
Baldur's Gate come out yet?
It's still in early release.
It's like early
Like, you
release or
can-
something. Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy it on Steam and play it, but it's
Not finished.
apparently still in early release.
Yeah, I don't like doing that.
Is that the drow one?
It's the same people that made Divinity made the new Baldur's Gate. And
Baldur's
I remember
Gate,
the
yeah.
trailer coming out for it a while back. The trailer's phenomenal with
Yeah.
dragons fighting fucking Illith ships and shit, and the city being destroyed and people turning into zombies in front of them. I mean, it's a really cool cinematic if you haven't looked at it.
I used to love Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Dark
That's
Tide.
great.
Playing Dark Tide.
Fun. Yeah, it's fun.
I figured you'd put that down today for the Elden Ring PvP that just started.
Yeah, it's fine. I want to kill Nurgle zombies.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed that Steam didn't have Elden Ring like on their Super Black Friday sale.
I can't believe you haven't
I
played
don't
it
want to pay
yet.
$60 for it.
It's worth it.
I don't care.
Oh, you'd rather
It's
spend
gonna be-
money on shirts, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't want to cut into this shirt budget.
That
I save money on light bulbs with this thing. It's great. It's great.
not only does that shirt not cost $60, it also makes him money.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah. Here he
See
is,
how-
ladies or fellas and everything.
See how
in
hot the
between.
60s corner is tomorrow. See,
If you've got $120 and you want a night of fun, check the link down below. That's Matt's personal information.
I charge $50 for 5 minutes. I don't get, it's like it's a great 5 minutes, but that's it.
Yeah, I think my
That's
Aunt
all
Doris
you
used to have
get.
that same shirt when I was a kid.
Who?
I think my Aunt Doris used to have the same shirt, same shirt when I was a kid.
She still had it
The
recently. Where
eBay
do you
seller I
think
bought
they
it from,
got
her name was Doris. That's weird.
Well, they never called her Doris, but I thought it would be kind of embarrassing to call her Aunt Pootie on screen.
What did y'all call her? Did y'all call her Dottie?
No, they call her Aunt Pootie.
Aunt Pootie.
Pootie.
Aunt Pootie.
What the fuck?
Spell it.
Pootie. Pootie. I guess.
Was it an IE, not a Y?
I don't know.
Okay, well.
It was a
Check-
nickname. Nobody
Check
bothered
the
to
birth
spell it.
certificate. You know that's a real name.
Was her last name Tang by chance?
No, it's
Oh my god.
Falconberry.
Oh.
Well, there's a
That's
guy on E
hilarious.
ESPN, professional sports announcer, that's called Booger.
Thanks, because none of us watched that. We wouldn't have known. I've just started that new job, and I'm still having to rehash these conversations. They keep talking about sports, and they're like, "So, you?" And I'm like, "No." And then there's that awkward silence, and then they just pander on to talk to somebody else about football because I don't have it. I don't know it. Sorry.
No, you can move on.
Yeah.
Ever play Warhammer?
Yeah. I got that Bagsy hat. The guy tried to talk to me about football, and I was just like, I don't watch football. He goes, "Oh, okay." And then we prepped for a little while longer. And he goes, "So what's to do with that hat?" I said, "Oh, well, this is a bag of devourings. A bag of holding is a thing that you can put things in. You put a lot of stuff in a small bag of holding, but this is a cursed one where if you put stuff in, you got to retrieve it. It will attack you." And he just went, "Oh." I was like, "See, that's how I feel when you talk about football. I'm just clueless."
Oh.
Oh.
That's nice.
That's nice.
You and your doctor and that guy have a lot in common.
Yeah, a lot of people have that in common.
I love when my construction worker crews try to talk to me about sports or something like that or guns, and I'm just like, no, I'm currently watching a show where the main character turns into a were-tiger. What?
Really?
Yeah,
What,
that's
what
intriguing.
show is that?
Bungo Stray Dogs. It's worth it. It's good.
Okay.
Chainsaw Man is very good.
I'm waiting
watching
until
it
it's all
weekly.
done.
Yeah,
Is
I understand.
it all out yet?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's
Nope, new one came out this week.
It's a simulcast.
We binge watched. Me and Mahogany binge watched the Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that was good. I like that.
I enjoyed the first 2 episodes of it so far.
It was really good. We finished it, and then we went back to episode 4, and the last 10 minutes just to watch that dance again.
That was a fun dance.
That was a really
You
fun
have
dance.
piqued my interest in episode 4 now.
Yeah, no, I mean the show's delightfully dumb and really well done, and it's fun to watch.
Well, it's Tim
Thanks.
Burton, so it's going to be entertaining at the least.
They expand the lore, but not in an annoying way.
Mhm.
I don't want to spoil anything for people who haven't seen the rest, but there's some fun cameos and
Here's a brief spoiler for you, though. It features the Addams family.
Oh,
And Danny Trejo.
So
yeah, as Machete. They cross universes.
I thought he was playing Jaguar.
No, he's cousin It.
is he really?
It's just his mustache.
It's just a giant mustache with a bowler hat on.
Oh, season 2. We can all hope season 2. Well, when we last left off in this dungeon, you guys had just finished fighting in a giant square room with the illusions, and some of you were hit with a slow spell. Made your way south, made your way over a hole, and Dr. Pox was way in the front. I say way in the front, about 10 feet ahead of everybody, looking back to make sure you guys got over. And the last thing you heard was the metallic clanking, scuttering of what sounded like hundreds of tiny insectal clockwork things making their way towards you. So we're going to go to the map. And while we go to the map, you guys are going to roll initiative.
Hey.
So I had some issues with Arkan Forge. I don't know if it's a driver problem or a program problem, but the animated tokens were just not letting me move the screen around. So some of you have some older tokens. The Nim, Amon, Sonder, and Dorian all have their classic round tokens, and I don't have a new still. I didn't have time to do a new token with Vladros's current non-animated artwork or Dr. Pox's. So coming to us from Spell Scraps. We got Franks' character for the next episode or two. We got Dr. Pox down here, which I feel like that's mostly accurate anyway.
Just put a black nose and some mouse ears on it.
And I think that picture of Dorian is actually very fitting. It's like a cross between Sandman and Sandman.
I mean, I really like the old artwork photos, but the thing I like more about the new ones is that those were done in-house.
Yeah.
But, you do what you can with the technology and the budget that we have. If you'd like to see a higher budget version of this show, please support us on Patreon. Again, you can help support us on Patreon, and we can update this stuff and make it look better.
We can fire all these Z-listers and get a whole new cast.
Yeah.
We can just rake in the cash while other people do the gaming.
I've got Vin Diesel's stunt double on the line just in case. Just in case. Sonder, initiative.
Oh yeah.
You look the least prepared.
I swear you do that.
At least I have my dice out this time. They were just in the wrong container.
She says as she pulls them out.
No, they were in the wrong container. Anyway, that is 17.
All right, Amun.
I roll a nat 1, so that gives me a 6.
Are we doing critical fumbles on initiative?
Yep. So now you're at a -4. I don't know how it works.
Could be.
You only get a move or a standard on your first turn.
Oh, that's even worse. Come on now.
Vladros.
That would be
Because a
funny.
-4 means nothing.
Yeah, 8.
It's like you.
Go ahead.
It would go after 0. That's what I'm
Nim.
10.
Dorian.
15.
Dr. Pox.
I wasted a nat 20 for 23.
All right. Well, you get hasted in the first round. Well, he gets.
Yeah, that's my question. Am I still under the effects of slug?
No.
Okay, thank you.
There's another successful podcast that I listen to where they do crit fumbles and critical successes on initiative. And on a 1, you can move or standard it, but on a nat 20, you get basically a free surprise round.
That's fun.
So you get an extra move or standard. But I guess we're not going to do that. That's fine.
Oh, thanks a lot, noob.
Yeah.
I could have got a surprise action.
I'd be
Yeah, well.
I'd be for it.
I'm not. I would too if we talked about it beforehand. We didn't.
Because that would have changed things.
I'm only for it if it screws noob.
Okay, so going forward, we can only do nat 20s if somebody else rolls a nat 1 on initiative. So somebody has to get fucked for somebody else to get a bonus.
Just like real life.
Oh. All right, Dr. Pox, because of your high initiative, you can take another perception check.
All right. Perception. I rolled 18 and perception of 13, so 31.
All right. Yeah, behind you, you can see
Blobs.
the hallway there. They do kind of look like blobs. I did have some fun animated fly-looking things, but again, the MP3s.
I think you're showing us your screen.
I'm not.
We can see around the corner.
Yeah, and I see your hand edit
Yeah.
window.
Oh,
Cartographer, settings menu, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking shit.
I was just gonna say, maybe I wasn't paying attention when he was like, "Oh yeah, I had Arcanforce issues, and I have to show you this screen," so I didn't say anything.
I thought that was the same issue. We just put our words in Toker's mouth.
I wasn't going to say
His
anything.
brain.
how about now?
Oh,
Oh,
look
geez,
at
I wonder
there.
what's around that.
There
fucking
we
corner.
go. Much better.
I ran around the corner to the treasure room. That
Oh, there's no way you can know there's a treasure room over there.
So I'm still flying, right?
As am I.
Yeah. Okay.
Still as am I.
As those
And
are
we're still
30.
blessed.
So each one of those blobs is actually not one creature. That is a swarm, a swarming mass of tiny insectile like creatures, but the clocking and the clanging, and you can hear they're tiny clockwork insects.
Are they flying insects?
Yes.
Oh.
So stop reminding us that you're flying. Who cares?
No, I'm wondering for my own defense. All right. All right, so I am going to take a 5-foot step forward to there, and that puts me within range to throw a bomb here. I'm going to full round and throw 2. I rolled a 16 and a 14. I'm currently at plus 14 on my bombs with bless plus 15.
Those will both hit.
And they will both splash the second one for
The second
13.
one that you shouldn't know about. Gotcha.
I can see it from the player screen.
Yeah.
I see both of them from where I am. And then I'm at 66 per bomb. It does get a reflex save. DC is 22.
They both get one, or just the one for the splash?
The one that it hit. So he gets 2 saves, DC 22. The other one takes 26
Well, I think
damage.
they both get splash, because you can't target a swarm with the bomb, right?
Good question.
That I'm not sure of.
I'm just going to make a call here and say that they're both the splash, not the target. So you hit the square, no problem.
Okay,
both
so
times.
they each take 26 points of damage.
But they get a reflex for half?
No. Only the direct hit gets a reflex for half. The
No.
splash
That's
The
wrong.
other way around.
It's the other way around. The splash gets reflex. The direct hit does not. Double check your notes. I did not mean for
Right.
that to come off so
Otherwise,
dickish sounding.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, God.
you can move on. I will look it up right now. We'll
Alright.
work out damage in a second.
One of them got it, one of them didn't. So
I do know swarms take half again from area effects, so
yeah. But they should. I got you. I got you. I'm looking at it.
so I'm gonna let you area people take this because we don't take any damage.
Jack
from
shit. So you're just gonna backseat game master. I got you.
No. I mean, I have a fucking short sword. What am I gonna do against the fucking swarm?
Nothing. That's why they're here.
Dick all.
Sonder, it's your go.
Dick all. I'm gonna be real pedantic when my life's at stake.
Hmm. Sonder.
Need a reflex save for a fireball that I'm shooting at this guy.
I'll hit
Yeah.
them both for sure. Oh, first one. What's the DC? Because he got a 22.
He got it. It's a 19.
All right, and then the next one failed. So
Uh-huh.
opposite as last time.
Hold for math.
Hold.
To win the math. To win the math. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
All right, so
6,
that's
7, 8.
okay. 31. Oh no, wait, sorry. It was 33
Okay.
is the full damage. So what's that? 16 for the half?
Yeah.
It's quick, man.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
So one of them is dead already. Yeah.
Dang.
Dorian does nothing, so we should just move right along.
Dorian encourages everyone. Get them, guys. I'll keep I'll keep a lookout behind us.
Are you actually doing anything else?
I will make sure nothing's coming up behind us. Actually, like,
Okay.
natural 20 on the perception. I guess so.
There's nothing coming from behind, but with that nat 20, you can tell that the even though a big glob of the swarm has fallen to the ground, there still seems to be the same amount of noise. Like maybe there might be a few more swarms coming from around the corner.
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. I say, and then pass the turn.
All right, real quick. You are correct. The splash is the reflex save. So
We knew.
Well, I mean, you did.
I was
nerd.
speaking in the royal we.
Royal we.
All right,
The
so
nation state of Frakes knew.
Kevin, one of the swarms comes up over your square and just does. You need to give me a fortitude save.
Uh-oh, stinky.
all right, fortitude save. Here we go. Roll a 12 plus fortitude 11, so 23.
Okay, so you do not take the effects. You seem fine, but you do take 8 damage as they are in your square. So 8 damage from the swarm attack.
Heard.
And we'll move on to Nim.
All right. So what am I? So I know So we've got 2 more coming up there. I'm gonna start casting a summon spell.
Okay. Vladros.
Vladros would like to roll to see if he knows anything about swarms.
Okay.
Is that Arcana or Nature?
Normally it would be nature, but these are constructs, so it's going to be knowledge arcane.
Okay, I have
Where
that.
I get to do my knowledge checks?
That is cracked. Between a 12 and a 15, 17 total.
Yeah, so most of the common sense stuff is they're immune to like bleed, critical hits, death, necromancy, energy drain, mind affecting, paralysis, poison. They're immune to precision damage.
But he feels like he could still do something with the sword against them.
That's what I'm looking for.
That's my main concern. If I will actually be in the way if I try to get up there, or if I can do something.
A swarm has no clear front or back and no discernible anatomy, so is not subject to critical hits or flanking. A swarm made up of tiny creatures takes half damage from slashing and piercing weapons.
Okay.
Swarm composed of fauna or diminutive, but these are tiny. Yeah, these are tiny, so it doesn't matter what that is. Reducing its hit points to 0 causes it to break up. Blah, 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 blah. They're never staggered. They're never in a dying state. They can't be tripped, grappled, or bull rushed. And they cannot grapple an opponent.
Okay.
Because you rolled high enough, you know that. What did you get on your roll, actually?
17.
So that's basic swarm traits. I can give you one offensive ability they have or one defensive ability, whichever one you would be more keen to know.
Well, since Dr. Pox is in them, I would like to know what their offensive capabilities are.
Okay. As you're looking at these and kind of discerning, you can see when they bite, they're not just biting, they're also injecting.
Oh.
So you don't know what type of poison, but it seems like these guys have an extra dose of something when you're in their swarm area.
Okay.
You said poison?
Like a poison. This isn't technically a poison.
Then Vladros is going to run up, grab Pox out of the swarm, snatch him, and throw him behind him, if possible.
Okay.
I know that's technically repositioning, but
10, you move up 15 here.
I'm not fighting him onto this.
Give me a strength check.
Straight up strength.
I am a small creature, if that helps.
That's an 8. Because I rolled shitty. I couldn't get a good grip on his leather duster.
He's trying to grab him, but the swarm, you don't get a good, like you end up getting a fistful of the bugs instead of a fistful of his clothes to move him out of the way. I was going to say 10. I figured that'd be a little better than 50-50 for you.
Yeah. But I rolled a 4.
Yeah, well, that should be a fail. And you should feel bad about yourself. Amun, it is your go.
Should have been raging.
Well, I'm just gonna heal myself real quick with a cure. What was that one? Yeah, cure critical wounds. I'm gonna do that. I'm hurting. Which that gives me 37 hit points back.
All right.
Plus 37 equals. That's still not full though. And then I draw whip and shield.
Okay. Dr. Pox.
All right, well, another bombing run, but I'm gonna fly backwards out of the swarm. Once I throw 2 more bombs. So reflex save from both swarms.
Where are you moving to?
Here.
Okay. And reflex from both. That is a fail, and 2 fails.
Well, 2 bombs each.
Oh. A success and a fail. So the first one will take
26 plus the half.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one would take 13 from the first bomb, 6 from the second bomb. 19, so plus another 5, right?
So the one up front is gone. And the other one, its cloud has thinned, but it is still around. Thunder.
All right, Sonder is going to fly to here, and then she's gonna breathe fire on them. 15-foot cone of fire.
Okay. A nat 20 on my reflex if I get one.
I don't believe you do. Oh yeah, you do. Okay, reflex. Cool. For half.
So,
But anyway.
so normal damage.
Yeah. Well, it's 11d4, so we'll see.
Yeah. Well, they take half as much again, so the reflex just takes it from half to normal, basically.
Oh.
I gotta get me one of those.
15.
11d4.
11d4.
Uh-huh.
74.
That's like 114, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how much damage she does.
Alright.
114.
So that's 18, and then I have to roll 3 more d4. 4, 8, 7. So 25 damage.
And the
From
last
that.
swarm is dead.
Adios, Swarmito.
Matt, you can save your spell, seeing that the swarm dies before it gets back to your turn. You can cancel the casting.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The thing that Vladros, if you had picked defense, you would realize that you need to do fire, cold, or electricity damage, or they regenerate their health when they hit 0 and get back up. But basically, the only damage y'all were doing was fire. So
Go team burn them up.
yeah,
Yeah.
Team Burn 'Em Up was built to kill that swarm specifically. I totally wasn't trying to just get y'all to waste your resources. Anyhow,
Oh, it's actually 27 damage, but anyway.
yeah, they're
still
dead. You rub it in.
Super dead.
Where do we go from here?
I'm gonna drink a potion is what I'm gonna do.
Bull strength.
No cure serious.
What,
Potion of bullshit.
what were they injecting?
Oh, it's a distraction ability. The swarm has a distraction and it nauseates you for 1 round if you fail to save.
Okay. Okay.
Must be
Poopy
nasty.
juice.
Yeah, it's not
However, I'm
classi-
immune to poisons.
it's not classified as a poison.
Oh, damn.
That's why I was like, it's not a poison specifically.
It was just flavored as if it was an injection.
Yeah. A
It was
creature
a
with this
venom.
ability can nauseate the creatures that it damages. Any living creature that takes damage from a creature with this distraction ability is nauseated for 1 round.
Yeah, it injects you and you taste earwax for a little while, and you're like, oh god.
Ugh.
So,
Go ahead.
someone please remind me, like, we were flying because of the hole in the ground, right?
Behind you, yes.
Yeah. So Sandra's gonna stop flying now.
I
What was
giggled.
that about? Why is that funny?
Just because I
Was
know
there
it's like
another hole?
you've got what rounds per day with that ability?
No, I have
Minutes.
minutes per
Is that
day.
the one? Is that the one I give you extra minutes for?
Yeah.
That you're all bitchy about, and now you're.
It's still too many fucking minutes. Like one, I can.
You're trying to save them. Oh,
Oh wait, I think Atoger's gonna improvise a hall that's just like 40 fucking
Okay, I still.
holes in the ground.
I couldn't have been flying for more than 2 minutes that whole time. So I still got 9 minutes left.
you are flying for 8.5 minutes.
8 minutes and 53 seconds.
There's a lot of turbulence over the hole.
Yeah. That hole's like 10 feet wide. You know how long it takes to go 10 feet?
I forgot about that hole completely. I don't even remember how Vladros got over.
You guys are very interested in the hole that you've passed already. Do y'all want to
Yeah.
continue into this dungeon, or?
Well, how deep is the hole?
I know that you've already seen what's around the corner, and you're not as excited about figuring out what's in that room because you've seen it already. But you know,
I don't remember.
I don't
I don't
either,
remember, no.
honestly.
I can show y'all anything, and your
We have
goldfish
the
memories will make it fun again later.
Yeah, no, that's
We
probably
have
true.
the memory of goldfish.
Mm-hmm. My first 2 goldfish, by the way, were named Questar and Krulos, the main villain and hero from Dino Riders.
Remember Dino Riders, kids?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
Yeah.
I was too old for Dino Riders.
I love Dino Riders.
I had a Dino Rider toy that was just the figure, not the dinosaur. Didn't have the dinosaur.
Oh, that
with the
sucks.
paddle. Just the figure with the blue eyes. I don't remember his name or anything.
I only remember the first 2.
That's like getting the Inhumanoids toy that's just the mech guys, the mech suit guys.
That's what you get when you get all your toys from yard sales.
Or Sky City on discount. That's where a lot of my toys came from.
And unlike the cartoon, Krulos killed Questar in real life at my house.
Oh, Lord.
Those fish were
Reality.
big.
So yeah, we move forward, I guess.
Fish are horrible people.
Who wants to check for traps as we move forward?
Not it.
I suppose
trap
that falls
finders.
to me.
Yeah, I was going to say, I, unlike Sonder, will continue to fly and
All right, I'll do my sneaky shit, looking around the corner, making sure nothing's there. Immediately gonna knock my head off. With a not so stealthy 20. And my perception for the hallway is 28. Oh, that's wrong. 29.
You look around the corner and you just see further down the hallway more hallway, and then it cuts off to the back towards the north.
All right, I'll clear this way, and then I move forward carefully, watching my steps for anything that might trigger a trap or a pitfall, spiked floor, closing in wall, sickle, scythe, slicer, dicer, chopper.
Did you recently watch Temple of Doom?
No.
'Cause I think it was everything in that order.
Oh, and I prayed to Jesus for some reason.
That was Last Crusade.
Yeah.
They all run together for me once the dungeon crawling
I
starts.
just need someone who can turn water to wine.
I've been in here since the Middle Ages. I'm so horny. Just drink the goddamn cup.
Yeah, so you don't detect any traps further along, and
All
the doorway to the north is already open. You peek in.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing suspicious about that.
The room is oddly square.
It looked like a toilet at first when you
It
went
is.
around the
It
corner.
is the world's first bidet.
There's a communal urinal in here. Also, there's a statue of something.
So this is a sign that says employees must wash hands. This means you, Carl.
Oh, Carl, been dead.
You know, I hate that sign. I'll sit there for 30 minutes waiting for somebody to come wash my hands, and nobody ever does.
It's terrible.
Oh,
Get it?
yeah.
It's a bad joke.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Must
That's
wash
terrible.
hands. Yeah, that's not good.
Mhm.
No, when you
All
look
right,
into
so
the when you look into the room, what you actually see is yes, there's a bidet. No, there's not a bidet. There's
It's a
a
fountain.
there's a podium in the middle, and on top of the podium, there's a small cage, and inside the cage is a strange, tiny insect-like clockwork-looking creature. It has its back to you currently. Past that, along the wall, is just basically a shelf with lots of drawers, and then a few lock boxes in the walls above it.
Does it look like a
Am I wrong
fabrication
for
room?
just wanting to throw bombs at that clockwork thing?
I'm sorry.
Do a knowledge check on it?
Does it look like a what, Terrence?
It's like a fabrication room. Is this another workshop where they build these little gadgets?
No, the creature in the cage seems active. It's got its back to you, but its wings every once in a while, and it seems locked up. And then the rest of the room just kind of seems like a higher end storage, almost like a low end bank vault would be, like where they take you in and they've got the locks and the or the safes into the wall there.
Safety deposit room.
Yeah, that's the word.
All right. So
This is what we are here for.
I don't. I'm not sure it is, but
Well, what y'all
Never
came
hurts.
for was weapons of some
Yes.
sort.
yes,
This doesn't seem big enough to store, weapons and armor and munition, but it does seem like a room used to store something of value.
More
I'm gonna-
rings.
I'm going to guess that little bug is some kind of alarm system. So,
Can you silence it by chance? Either of our other magic users?
Matt, weren't you gonna do a check on it?
Yeah, I was gonna do a.
If you wanted to sneak up there and look around to see it,
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
sneak
have a
up
look.
beside,
You might know more
Dorian,
about this nonsense.
Get a little
I'll
read
give
on
a
it. Do I need to do a
stealth
stealth check?
I'll put him on my back and creep for him.
I'll just let's see what I've got here.
Here, let me.
I've got a
stealth
vanish.
up.
I'll just cast vanish on me
Okay.
There you
real
go.
quickly, and quickly and quietly, and then creep up there.
A very sneaky old man.
D12.
Ugh.
That's not what I wanted. All right, so that gives me a 34.
With the plus 20.
Yeah, that's with the 20.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, you have no problem vanishing up there and taking a good look.
Okay. So knowledge arcana.
Sure.
And right, I rolled an 18, so that should be good. That gives me a 40.
Okay, now give me a knowledge nature.
Are you just saying 18? I just rolled the 18 again.
So it's the same number.
Yeah, no, it's that gives me a that's a 33.
Okay, so still relatively high. This is obviously a clockwork creature, but as you look closer, you actually see that this looks more like a fae, like a type of fairy that you've come across or read about before, but it's been augmented with the body of a clockwork. And the more you stare at it and study it, you can see it has its back to you, but it seems to be tinkering with something, like it's sitting cross-legged and it's tinkering with something. And every time you hear a little tink, like maybe a successful, like something snapping into place, its wings give a little shudder, which leads you to believe that this is probably not a mindless clockwork. It's got humanoid or human-like traits.
Is this a fairy cyborg? A clockwork fairy cyborg?
Possibly.
What does it look like? You said it looks bug-like. Does it look crickety,
Jimmy?
Locusty?
locusty? All right. Well, are you gonna give us your
Yeah, I'll creep back over like to the group, and that way we can talk without a little bit more, and tell them what I was, what I
Mind
saw,
ring.
what I know about that particular creature.
Okay, well,
So it appears to be. I can't tell what it's working on, but it's working on. Seems to be working on something.
I have no idea its loyalties, but I do know that what it expects to see. So I'm going to change my appearance to look like a higher end officer,
Okay.
and then I'm going to step around the corner, like making myself obvious, like kind of try and surprise it.
High heel
I'm gonna
boot
move to
style.
that corner, like where Dorian was, and ready a spell.
Okay.
I make some very loud footfalls. Bap!
It's working on something, and it turns to look at you, and it just kind of gives you give me a sense motive.
Sure. 21.
It's a bit of a disdainful look, and it goes back to whatever it's working on.
I walk forward and get a good look at what it's looking. I want to, I know I'm probably going to make it uncomfortable, but I'm going to give it a good hard look at what it's doing. I'll make sure I have a nice sneer on my face, what it's expecting.
So you get in close and look at it, and it kind of looks up at you, and for a brief second, you can see its hands. It looks like a small toy, like just like a smaller version of itself.
Does it look like the stuff that we just fought that he's making?
A little bit, yeah.
Hmm.
And it gives you a little that same look, and it turns its back around to you, and its wings are constantly vibrating in what appears to be annoyance.
I am going to speak in Sylvan. How long have you been here?
Its wings slow down a little bit, and it turns to look, and it goes, Crathian accent,
Yes.
Sylvan tongue. You speak it better than the other ones that come down here. And it goes back to working on its thing.
Well, I've had plenty of time to practice. You didn't answer my question, though.
Well, your superiors probably told you what I'm supposed to be working on. It's more those stupid little bug things. From all the explosions and stuff up there, it sounds like I've got my work cut out for me for a while.
Yes. Tell me, have you been into any other parts of this facility?
No, just this one. You would know that, shouldn't you? And you see it slowly stops what it's doing and puts the small version of itself down, and it turns to give you more of its attention.
I leaned down and said, I'll let you be the judge of that for now, but there is a matter of urgency here. And I'll let my disguise slowly melt away, the uniform bits kind of dissolve back into my normal kind of fashionable but dark attire. And I'm like, yes, I am from Craith, but I am not necessarily down here with permission.
It stands up quickly at attention. It runs, almost grabbing the bars and freezing for a second, putting it in front of himself, and he's rubbing all four of his hands together. Like, okay, all right. So look, you gonna let me out of here? You gonna let me out of here?
Why didn't you touch the bars?
Because they're fucking trapped.
Thank you. I'll immediately begin looking into that while I'm talking to him. And
oh no, please. The rear here. There's
all right.
slot. He's telling you there's a device underneath that'll turn it off.
Okay. I begin looking around for it, but before I do, I'm like, tell me, why are you here? How did they find you? What did they do to you? Moreover, I lift my head above the table from where I'm working.
He's staring at you the whole time you're working.
How are you compromised?
Me? I got captured. They put me in here. They put me to work, but they bring me the things that I want while I'm in here, but I've been stuck in here for, 10 years? It's terrible. I came with a small crew, 20, 30 years ago, and instead of doing the chore that we were supposed to, we got stuck in some weird Crathian war.
I go back under the table. I'm like, let's see, and begin and make like I'm opening the thing, but I'm more interested in just talking to it now.
Okay.
I'm like, and you came alone? Are any of the people you were here with still with you? Are they alive? Do you know?
There's only one that I know that survived.
Who was that?
The name gatherer. He was our leader, kind of a dick. Really got into slaughtering people once we got here, and the humans really made their point known that they didn't like the Fae coming through the rift.
I lift my head back above the table. I'm like, say again.
The name gatherer. Old Fae.
That can't be possible.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
That's a story. That's a made up thing.
Is it? All stories are real somewhere to someone.
Dorian's getting viscerally angry now. It's a made up thing. They told me it was a lie. Everything in my head is a lie. If you're telling me it's real, then you're a liar.
I am a liar, but not right now.
Prove to me. Show me something, a sign, a sigil. Tell me something. Give me something to believe you.
You've seen it before, then? The name gatherer?
No. Yes. No. Yes.
He swims even though he's on land? Looking into his eyes is like gazing at the stars on a clear night.
His armor, like the night skies.
That's him. You've seen him. Not fake, not made up. You're a survivor, like I'm a survivor. I could survive better not in here, though. So, the switches? You're not doing the switches. Could you do the switches?
What is your name?
Gilbor.
What is your name?
Yeah, Gilbor's the one I give.
You're going to give me the name or you're not getting out of here.
He leans in real close. And he basically says Gilbor again, but the inflection is just slightly different.
All right. Dorian catches it out of the air. It's always with me now. And then I'll release the lever.
As soon as you release the lever, there was a hum that you didn't notice before that just goes away now that it's gone. Even you out in the hallway, y'all didn't really notice it. You more felt it, but didn't recognize, but you feel its absence now that it's gone. And he pushes the cage off the top, and he stretches and he flitters around the room real quick, just like stretching these robotic clockwork, quote unquote, muscles. And he's just, yes. Oh, freedom.
Not yet. Everything in this labyrinth is designed to poison you, injure you, burn you if you touch it.
Most of it I created.
Then I assume I assume you created a way out.
Oh no, I didn't build this place. I armed it.
Speaking of armaments, I point to all the little drawers around the room. What's going on here?
Not their most prized possessions, but good stuff. Mostly magical trinkets, things that I feel like most people who rob this place or tried to rob this place ever get this far. They would be so caught up in robbing this room that it would give, I don't know, the foot soldiers time to catch up and murder them while they're stuck in this one-way hallway.
Nice. Well then, we'll have to make it quick.
If you're going to make it quick, I would say box 3, box 7, maybe box 12.
All right. I do those. I open them up and, I watch him as I go for them. Like, I still don't quite trust him, but.
Yeah, he gets a little closer. You go for the first one. He goes, you know they're trapped.
Okay. Then I'll start working on that.
I'll work on a different one than he's
Holy
on.
fuck, a rat man!
I'll point to the ones we need and decide we need to get out of here as quickly. We may have triggered some hidden alarm.
I will stand at the door and keep watch then.
Do you know the way to the main vault? I say to the creature while we're working on the things.
34 on my first box.
Was that perception or disarm?
Disarm.
Okay. Sure. You didn't percept that one for our trap, though?
Well, I mean, we know they're trapped. I was just...
We were warned they're trapped, but the perception on it would be a 20 perception. 25.
Okay, you can find it with his help and the bonus. Now that you know you're looking for one, you're able to find it, and you're successful to disarm that lockbox.
What is the assembly device?
But Gilmore was saying,
what was I saying? Oh, about
just if he knows the way to the actual
right.
vault.
There's 2 main locations. There's one that I do know about, guarded heavily by some of my finest clockwork warriors. But that's where they'll keep the big stuff, the weapons, the armaments, the staves, the large stuff. The other one I do not know about. The other one is where they keep more people like me who aren't as willing to be helpful.
Good to know. I got a 25 and a 26 for search and disarm, respectively.
All right. You were also successful, mainly
Okay,
because you knew that you were looking for one.
Yeah, I'll scoop whatever I have to up in there and then move on to the last one.
Okay.
And get a less good 20 on the search. So if I don't can I not figure out what's going on?
That one doesn't appear to be trapped. At least you don't see how it's trapped.
Pox, what do you make of this?
Perception of 19. Fuck yeah. Makes it a 32.
Oh yeah. You can see where he was overlooking it. It was mainly because he was standing in the light the wrong way, and you couldn't see the fine little needle in the lock.
Dorian is shaking. So
Yeah.
The cold iron poison needle.
Yeah.
But the
Callback.
For the disable, I got a 33.
Okay. So yeah, you all in all, you pull out the first box, and inside it is a black as night box with a small little latch on it. You open the latch up. Inside is a very strange. It's got like an orb on one side, and then a long, small little rod comes out, and you can see different little points of the rod, different little things can come out. And after a quick examination, you realize this is a strange type of key. And it sounds like the one the guy that put you up to this quest was looking for, your contact back in town. Because he was looking for a key and an orb. And funny enough, the second box has on a dark red velvet in a box, no lid, an orb. It's a description of the thing he sent you for. And then the third box is just a ring of three, a set of 3 rings.
I was about to say ring of 3 wishes. I'm like, I got him. I take it. I run.
Mine. I win this game. RPG over.
Fuck you. I win. I wish I was rich and somewhere else.
That's 2. Are we happy?
I suppose we're happy enough, but let's go.
As we get, can I do a spellcraft on the rings?
Just the rings, yeah.
I am interested in the orb and the key, but I'm more interested in not getting ambushed.
I would like to tell you all what they are because I think they're cool, but
Oh, okay, all right, fine.
Oh, well, I was thinking of some those. If they match the description of what we would need to take to someone else, I thought we could look at those a little later. We might need the rings more immediately.
Mhm.
Was my thinking on it, but
And we may need to
So I got
determine-
a 38 on spellcraft.
okay. They're a matching set of 3 rings. Normally, a character can only wear 2 rings, but in this set, you can wear a 3rd extra ring.
The ring of rings.
The ring of rings. This ring allows you to wear 2 rings. Oh well, okay.
It allows you to wear 1 extra ring.
The
So you're
first
wearing-
the first ring, if you wear it by yourself, gives you DR2 nothing, everything, just
Oh.
DR2. The second ring gives you it's a ring of elemental resistance, but it gives you resistance to fire, ice, acid. Those are the 3, right? And electricity.
There
Fire.
you go.
Yeah, those 4. But it gives you
Much.
a resistance 5 to each of them. And the third ring is if you're a spellcaster, it is a spell storing ring.
Huh.
If you wear all 3 of them together, the DR becomes half your level.
Oh.
And the elemental resistance becomes 10 to all.
Wow.
That's great for a squishy squish.
I was going to say Saunders sounds like she's earned that, but would have to give up both of her rings.
Yeah, I mean,
And no more mind
I
ring
don't. Don't I already have a spell storing ring?
Well,
Yeah,
if
we
you
got
notice
one,
the
we
size
got
of the
one.
third ring, she may not be able to wear it.
What?
It's a cock ring.
Damn.
it's magic, he'll resize.
Tucker, you said the elemental resistance goes to 10?
Yeah, a 10 for
That's
a
the
10
set?
for
Okay.
each. Yeah.
Just want to make sure I got that on there. Sweet, that's pretty cool.
Are these homebrew
Tempting.
items or is this
They're
something we can
they're
find?
homebrew items. Yeah.
Nice.
The other two things I just want to tell you, because
Yeah,
obviously you've
I'll
stopped in the hallway to
examine
argue
those.
about who gets these rings.
I'm just gonna let them argue about it. But
The first one that your contact wanted is a skeleton key, but it's not just a skeleton key; it is the skeleton key. It allows you to roll twice on perception checks to detect traps on locks, and it gives you a +5 competence bonus to disarm locks, specifically. So, like, not to disable like floor traps and things like that, but specifically disabling locks.
Indeed.
The second one is a specialty Diviner's Orb. It gives a +2 caster level check on divine spells, and once per week can locate any person, place, or thing on this plane with up to a 300-foot accuracy.
What?
The orb once a week will allow you to find anybody on this plane within 300 feet of like where they are.
Well.
And then you get real quickly that the combination of these two things would allow you to steal and know where to steal lots of very valuable items.
Well, I didn't expect come to this country not to go double cross people. Let's go. Let's go though.
Yeah, I want my shit back.
Yeah,
Since-
wasn't the plan to teleport out now?
Well, we still
No, we
have
don't
the
have what
vault
we need.
to
Yeah,
go
we got to
to.
get to the vault.
The
Yeah,
little Fey cyborg can
This is
point
this
us
is the
out
stuff
to.
they wanted. This is the stuff that they wanted to get us in payment for getting us in. We still have to get the stuff we actually want.
Yeah. There was like 15 more blocks you could have went through, but that's the room itself is a trap where if you spent all that time in here, that would give them time to come get you. And as I make that explanation, further back into the dungeon where you came from, the door that you came in through, you currently don't know this as characters, but as players, this door that leads into this dungeon swings back open, and a bunch of shadowy figures begin to make their way in.
Ooh.
Come on. I'll
How
suck you
long
all
will
off.
our adventurers last before they come across the Carathian guard who are now flooding this dungeon to kill the people who have broke in? Maybe we'll find out next week.
Where's the door at? Which way do we come in? It's been so long.
Hang it.
Oh
Right
yeah, I got
there.
a ping.
Got a ping,
Y'all
got a
came
ping.
in here. This was the room with that horse and the thing and
Mhm.
the little glow things on the wall there that y'all took a look at, but didn't really figure out. Maybe they are used for something. Maybe these Carathian guard are going to use them to keep the traps from hurting them as they make their way through the dungeon. It's kind of what they're for.
Ah.
You know,
That would have
Anywho.
been useful information.
it would have been, but you know, you didn't get it.
I feel like we couldn't figure it out.
Figure it out.
You know,
Damn it.
Not
I looked
for-
at it, but I don't know much about the shit. So,
We were
Anyway.
all in too big a hurry.
and we still are.
Big enough, apparently.
Yeah, the one guy that tried to look at everything was hurried along. Thanks a lot, guys.
But you want to
Well,
put your little gross rat hands on everything. We got to get you going.
if y'all stay there long enough to figure that out, those guys might have come into the room while y'all were still in that room. So, you know, we'll
Worst
see how this
thieves
all works
ever.
out. One way or the other. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Visit us on homebrewdetritus.com. Check out our other shows.
Patreon
Later.
money. if we're begging, let's beg.
I'm an adult that has to get tubes put in his ears. Pity me. I am the butt of
Loser.
a bunch of mystery science theater jokes now.
What a nerd.
What a
What a
weird.
sleep.
I made some biscuits at work and they came out really flat because I didn't have enough time. And then the guy came in next week and he made the biscuits. They came out awesome. And I said, you make them big booty biscuits. And I made them Hank Hill biscuits. So I was really proud of that joke.
Good.